Hey everybody, this is Ray with Crochet with Ray, and today I'm going to teach you, we're really going to unravel a mystery with crochet. I'm going to teach you the chain stitch. The chain stitch is the beginning stitch of every single crochet pattern that I've ever done. And we're going to look at the anatomy of the chain stitch, and I've also going to show you a trick that my grandmother taught me when I was 9 years old that'll help you not to twist your chain stitches when you're making a poncho or a hat where you have to join your chain stitches together to make a circle. It's actually really simple once you do it, and it's never let me down. So my grandmother, she really taught me well. So I'm going to hopefully in all of these videos impart some of her wisdom to you. And then maybe if my kids want to learn how to crochet once they get older, maybe this will help them as well. So I have a yarn. It's cotton from Cascade Farms. No, I am not sponsored, but this is my favorite yarn. The twist of the yarn holds together really well. It doesn't unravel like other yarns, so it's a very good yarn to show you when I'm demonstrating. And you're going to see flashes in it because it does have little sparkles, because I like sparkly yarn. So anyway, the beginning of every pattern has a loop. And this is the way that I do my loop. And not everybody does the loop the same way. I'm just going to show you how I do mine. So you have the anatomy of a skein of yarn. You have your tail, which is where the yarn begins, and then you have your working yarn, which is on the actual skein itself, attached to that. You're going to take your tail, you're going to let it drop, you're going to take your fingers and your thumb. You're going to grab that yarn, putting it to your fingers and your thumb. You're going to take the working yarn, you're going to wrap it around 2 fingers, and you're going to cross it over on the thumb. Then you're going to take the tail and you're going to put the tail up between your 2 fingers and just let it drop. Then you're going to take the loop that you've created and you're going to bring it over one of your fingers. You're going to grab your working yarn and your tail, and then what's left over on your second finger, you're going to hold that down and pull. And that will make your loop. Now, to do a chain stitch, it's actually quite easy. You're going to laugh because it really is easy. You're going to take your hook, and I'm using a size 5mm H hook today. You're going to put your hook through that loop. When you put it on your crochet hook, you're going to leave a little space so that the yarn flows on the hook, so you don't have to worry about it catching or not going smoothly. To do the actual chain stitch, what I do is I put my thumb and my finger and I hold that little knot there. My hook, I'm going to do a yarn over. And a yarn over is where you take the hook, you push it backwards, and you place the yarn over the hook. Now, supposedly it will catch in that top crook part there, and you're going to take that, you're going to pull it through that loop. It's going to create another loop. To do your next chain, you're going to repeat the process. You're going to take your yarn, wrap it around your hook. What I like to do is, this is how it's going to look when you do it, but to make sure that the yarn doesn't come off of my hook, I'm going to twist my hook down. I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to repeat the process. Yarn over, twist your hook. It's going to slide right into there as you move the yarn. pull it through your loop. Again, repeat the process. Yarn over, twist your hook down, right through your hook. Again, yarn over, twist your hook down, right through your hook. Now, this creates chains. This right here, this is the top surface of your chains. And to me, it kind of looks like a little heart. And this is the bottom. It has ridges. You can see the ridges there. That's how you know the difference between the top and the bottom. So you yarn over, twist your hook down, pull it through, and got another loop. What my grandma taught me was you remove your hook and you find your original knot. You're going to take your hook and you're going to put it through the beginning of that knot. That's going to put the chain right at the beginning of your hook, and that's fine. You need to push it all the way back. Now, when you push it all the way back, you're going to find that loop that you just finished, and you're going to put that loop back on your hook. And for demonstration purposes, and to show you that this is not going to twist, I'm going to chain 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So on your hook, your yarn, you see how right there, see the hearts? Every single chain of those hearts is going to be facing inside of the loop. You see the edges there? All of those edges are going to be on the outside of your hoop. And when you get done with all of the chains that you need for your pattern, all you're going to do is take it and pull it through that top, and that's called a join. It's called a slip stitch. But you can see here, nothing is twisted. All the hearts are facing inward and all of the ridges are facing in the back. And that prevents the twisting. Now, if the reason why we want to prevent the twisting is that if you don't, when you start doing your single crochet or your double crochet on the next row, it's going to turn into a Mobius, which is going to be very difficult for you to crochet. And then you're going to have to rip everything out or frog it. And it's going to be a nightmare until you get it to where you want it to be. So this little trick prevents it from doing that. So my next video is going to be a single crochet. Then we're going to do one on a half double crochet. And on each of these videos, it is my intention to go ahead and teach you how to do that stitch, as well as show you a little trick, especially with each of these types of stitches, how to recognize them, how to understand how it works and what makes it up. And maybe if you understand this, then you'll be able to be more confident in your crocheting. I knew for me personally, once I understood these things, I felt more confident in my crochet, and I was able to do really nice things. And so that's my goal in making these videos. So thank you for joining in with me today. Thank you for learning the anatomy of a chain stitch, the beginning of everything. And if you want to, just rewind and watch it over and over and over again, so that way you know how to actually make the stitch. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave a message for me in the comments section on the video here. And as soon as I get the chance, I will go ahead and respond to those questions. And thanks for tuning in. Bye.